Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and the Let's Try series. And this time we're trying a little game from an Indo studio called the Weather Factory and created by Alex Kennedy called Cultist Simulator. Now, if you've ever played Call of Cthulhu, you know what it's like to be on the investigator side. You know, the people trying to stop other people from accessing forbidden knowledge and contacting beings from beyond comprehension, but this time around you're playing the other side. Now the interface is kind of an interesting scenario where you're playing a individual who's been struck by Lovecraftian influences and attempting to learn and master them, but simultaneously having to deal with the real world concepts of having to pay the rent and avoiding, you know, people with badges or investigators who simply don't like of the practices you're going through, simultaneously while trying to create a cult of your own. Now, this one's a kind of long and complicated game, so I'm not going to show you the beginning in the Let's Try series. If you're actually interested in having me continue, let me know in the comments below, but for the moment, let's get started. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning again, just so everybody can, we are all on the same page. And we begin. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of pausing, by the way. Now, the thing is that you're playing an individual who is, like I said, an aspirant, alone in a chilly city with useless education and dreams. What now? What could I become something more? Now, here's the thing. We're going to name him Randolph Carter. And a lot of you are going to know this if you... Randolph. Silly me. Randolph Carter. And any of you who are familiar with Lovecraft should know what he's like. Now, as you can see, we're a character with a menial employment as a lowly hospital porter. Miserable, but it's all you can find now. Now, the interface is such that cards represent assets, individuals, locations, more intangible concepts such as mystic lore or education levels, or your job. See, essentially, they represent the nouns in the game. Now, the thing is, in the left side here, these are the verbs. This is work. In other words, this, when you begin the game, you have exactly one option to one thing you can do, which is work, which unfortunately is like truth for a lot of us. Now down here you can see that your character has 0 vitality, 0 reason, 0 passion, and 0 funds. So yeah, like most of us, unfortunately. But when you place the card over the activity, the verb, the noun into the verb, you create essentially an action. Any of you playing the old parse game, then text-based games can understand the whole scenario where you create the action, the verb, such as attack, and the target, which would be, let's say, thief, if you're a Zork fan. Here, you are working at menial employment. And as you see, another shift, mopping the darkened hallways, delivering posts to hollow-eyed invalids, trundling corpse-laden gurneys to the basement. Yeah, you don't start off as a happy person. Okay, and every time you do this, there's going to be a time delay. Now I'm going to unpause, and as the 10 seconds go by, your character, the result of whatever action you created is evident. So we've come to the end. Now, here this has created an entirely new activity. Recall my dreams. Once again, I dream of a glow beneath the filthy skin of the world, the light in the black wood, the pale door, the old man. Yeah, so essentially you started getting your dreams from your Lovecraftian entity who's trying to convince you that your miserable life would be so much better if you would simply, you know, let him into the world. Okay, so another shift at the hospital. Halfway through your shift, the head porter beckons you aside. We won't require your services anymore, he said. Here is your last payment. We paid you through the end of the month. I have lost my job. At least I have a little time to rest as my health improves. Okay, so at the end of this, you collect. Now, your character at this point has only access to their health, which is kind of a minimal thing. My body, there are other bodies, but this one is mine. Hey, any Marines out there catch that one? And my mind needs it as fungus needs soil. Okay, so I'm going to say the corruption has already started with this guy. With his vitality, you may gain more health. Now, the funds, this is the stuff that you're gonna, well, live off of, because obviously your character needs to eat, because they're still a mortal being, even though the Lovecraftian gods are playing with their head. Now, one of the things you can do is you have to experiment. Like, for example, you can't work funds. It doesn't work that way, but you can work health. Now, that's called unskilled labor. Backbreaking work for meager pay. Is this the best I can do? Now, one of the things you can do here is, like I said, experiment. So, or we can try to recall our dreams. But you should notice this one's locked out. we're essentially dreaming for the next 30 seconds. But in the meantime, you never want to stay terribly idle. So at least you can go out and get some work, I guess, as a temp. There we go. Now this will take 60 seconds to come to, and I can actually fast forward temporarily, although as the game picks up, you're going to want to be paying a lot more attention. And things are going to get harder to track of. All right, here we go. Paused again. Pause. All right, so you collect this. I recall my dreams. It began when I spoke to the old man in the hospital. He knew my name, but he's dead now. The pneumonia. Why did I dream of him still? What is this cobalt light in my dreams? Cobalt being blue, I take it? And as you notice, you'll have the contentment card. Your dreams make you content, and you have the passion card. Now, the passion card, contentment, I'm happy, I think. Contentment defends against dread, but contentment doesn't last. Never really does. But as long as we have it, the negative card of dread is less likely to show up in the next 55 seconds. Now, passion, dull minds are neither intuitive or mathematical. Basil Pascal. With enough glimmering, you can study to gain more passion. Now, passion is going to be something that, of course, that we can also continue to work on. Now, a change in the air. I need funds to live, but perhaps this recent upset in my circumstances is a secret blessing. Is there something in the air? There's something in my dreams. There is change in the air. Now, it's going to, like I say, it's locking us out for the next 55 seconds, but I can continue to dream. And of course, I can try to dream of contentment. It doesn't work, but I can also dream of passion. I know this dream, the moonlit road. A road crests the hilltop and the air is silver bright. Okay, so essentially our character has decided that they're going to, and we could add an additional lore card, but we don't actually have any lore quite yet. Our character has no knowledge of the occult. Probably why he's still relatively sane. Anyways, let's let time pass. See if at least the dreams of passion can get us something. But as you can see, our manual labor over there is about to become, and at the fast forward, come to fruition. All right, pause. Now, okay, so health fatigued. You've become fatigued, and we're not going to be ready to use that card again for another 3 minutes. But we also got some money, which is always good. Because, as you can see, the dreaded rent card has come up. Time passes. Time in the sundial's shadow passes. I must have funds to live or I will become ill. Every 60 seconds, we got to feed this thing more funds. So I'm just going to keep that over there as a reminder of the hourglass ticking away of our life. But we did get some vitality. Exercise or something rare has invigorated. Use with another vitality to improve your abilities. It lasts only 3 minutes if unused. Now, the problem is, we've got this one locked out if we wanted to generate another vitality. So the thing is, we'll get to what we can do about that later. But as you can see, we haven't gotten any lore yet, and we're still waiting for this mysterious change to happen. And I'm unable to work because I guess I don't have workers' comp. Okay, let's get this show on the road. All right, this one's popped. Our contentment has gone bye-bye. The quest arrives. A letter to the solicitor, the old man at the hospital, the one I dreamt of, his naming his will. I'll hear more soon. So in 30 seconds, we'll get the results of that action, which is not one that we initiated. We're still waiting on the fatigue to... All right. Crowds of sleep. Hey, pause on me, buddy. Rumpled fields, the wink of a river, a tingling chill. Okay, so we're still dreaming. Okay, this is good. So, unpause. Wow, we're still dreaming. Dreams of doors. Tonight is the dream of the labyrinth of doors. Apparently we're having a long set of dreams here. But as you can see, we're about to lose another fund, so I need to get my vitality back up quick as I can. Like I said, the rent is the worst horror in this game. Okay, so, and we have... Boom. Now, I dreamt of opening doors, red doors and gold doors and doors of glass and doors bound like books and like carriage doors, and the castle gates. Behind one was something I seek or someone. I woke with slamming of doors still in my ears. Okay, now, we have exhausted our passion from dreaming for 3 days in a row, and we've also achieved restlessness. Now, restlessness is a restless longing. I feel I want to do something, but what exactly? We're not sure. And it's only got 60 seconds for us to figure out what it is. Health fatigue is almost done, as is the passions, but let's... darn. We could use this to recover health, but we're going to have that very shortly. We can't dream of restlessness, and again, kind of at a dead end until this one comes about. Now, you may notice that I have this in fast forward. It's going to be a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, health is up, but we also have the bequest. An old man has bequeathed me a sum of money and a packet of particular papers, poetry, riddles, metaphysical speculations. For the first time in months, there is some fuel for my reason. Study is unlocked. All right. Unlocks books and other treasures. Reason. No live organism can continue long to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Shirley Jackson. With erudition, you can study to gain more reason. Now, the thing is, I want to generate another vitality before I run out of this vitality. Phase out so I can put two of them together to get another health. You always want to keep stacking up more and more material. So that's going to be that for unskilled labor. This is study. Now, what can I study? A bequest? Yes, I can. What is this approach? A passionate individual or a reasonable one? Problem is, if I want to do this, I'm going to have to go with reason, unfortunately, as my passion is currently exhausted. I'll examine each item with meticulous care. Okay, so we're going to study the bequest he gave us with our reason. Vitality is still here. That needs to get a second one in order to be less. You're going to find out a lot of this is resource management. Cannot dream of restlessness and passions exhausted, but at least I have 11 funds that'll keep me going for a while. So, we can't dream of anything. And we're just going to have to let things go. There's the Amaranth. First thing's going to happen is we'll have the study back, and I'm wondering what we're going to find out. There you go, fast forward. Boom. Alright, so we studied the bequest. My correspondence describes my dreams exactly. They use names that are instantly familiar. The house, the wood, the road, the house, the wood, the hours, the glory. I knew secrets beneath time and the skin of her world. A new curiosity burns in me. There is a note here. Directions to a bookshop that does not advertise its wares. Alright then. So, here we have directions to Moorlands. Cryptic directions to obscure address of a certain Moorland, a dealer in rarer sort of books. So, if you want the Necronomicon, you go to Moorland. Oh, hang on. Okay, Watchman's Secret. It is expressed to me each hour is a color, but the color only exists where there is light. Okay, that's vague. Temptation, Enlightenment. It occurs to me that I hold the key to wisdom. This key allows you to win an Enlightenment victory. It will upgrade you far enough. Dreaming about it might advance or change it. So, probably a good idea to dream on that one. And notes on a possible collaborator. My correspondent has recorded his observations of me. He believes I had potential to record his observations of somebody else too. With time and study, perhaps I can find that person. Now we have to figure out if we want to do the bookstore, locate the person. Do we want to dream of the temptations of enlightenment? Or do we want to dream of something else? But let's see what we've got here. Okay, should I dedicate myself to my purpose or focus my efforts elsewhere? That's going to be if we go with this. Now, is there something else we can do? We can probably dream. Oh, for crying out loud. My apologies on that one. I have to learn how to fix that better. Can't dream of a Watchman's Secret, but we can study it. So these are three possibilities we have for study. We can try to go for Moorlands, find a friend, or we can try to discover the Watchman's Secret. Now, at the same time, this temptation probably is our best bet for dreaming. But we need a reflection. Do we have anything to reflect upon at this time? The Watchman's Secret. There we go. I will dedicate myself to the pursuit of knowledge. So we've decided to approach magic with reason instead of passion. Not, my favorite sort of thing, but we need to study Moorlands, or let's go with Moorlands. Okay, the directions to Moorland shop are cryptic. When one deals in the kind of books my correspondent studies, they must be circumspect. Okay, so we'll start that too. And begin. Here we go. Passion and dread are up. A bunch of things just happened. First, find Moorland shop. An ill-lit street of an ill-favored bend in a lesser river. A soft yellow light through a grimy window. Miss Moorland. Ah, it's a woman. Nods as I enter, but doesn't rise. I never ask the names of my clients, she informs me, before I have time to introduce myself. Explore is unlocked. Okay. So Moorland shop is a location card. And this will allow us to travel. Explore. It's called scrap. This to explore health or with followers, locations, or investigate possibilities of lore. Exploration is very unpredictable. So, not sure what happens if you do it with health, but we still also have our health fatigued from overwork, but we have a new vitality. And, let's see, what's that one? Oh, another funds, which is good. You know, funds are good. But this time around, we're going to study vitality in order to increase my health. There. This will cause, this essentially studying with vitality, 2 of these is going to allow me to exercise. It'll generate another health, because as you can see, if we keep getting our health fatigue, it's annoying. Alright, so, where do we want to do next? Now, we can work with either passion, which allows us to think about how we're going to paint, or reason, we can find a regular job. Now, at this time with the funds, let's indulge ourselves and have a little passion. Now, yearning, let's see, can we get... Ooh, restlessness unfortunately has evaporated. As you can see, this one here, Trice and Interludes. A particular friend, now is the time to renew our connection. Ooh, so we're going to find somebody even without the directions. Okay, so we'll put this one here. This is us trying to connect with other people. At the same time, we can explore. I don't have an extra health, or rather is fatigued, so I'm going to explore Moreland Shop, but... it causes money. It costs money, of course. Add to your library. It takes time to sort the gold from the dross, the wheat from the chaff, and the blood from the water. Okay, interesting analogy. If I buy enough books, I'll find something interesting. Just gonna randomly buy books? Alright. And let's wait on this one. It shouldn't take too long. There. As you can see, solitude. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Now this is contentment. We've got that again, which guards against dread. Kind of hoping that we can figure out a way to cancel the 2. So, next thing that comes up is probably going to be this. Our dreaming on forbidden lore. Let's see what we got. All right, we got 2. No. Light syndication. I have spoken the words. Each hour has its color, but the color exists only where there is light. I will go to there is light, though it bleaches me to glass. I have advanced a step towards a terrible ascension. Yes, we are becoming more and more drawn into the Lovecraftian horror. But continue to dream. Dedication, enlightenment. I have dedicated myself to the pursuit of higher understanding. I must see through the skin, whatever the cost. This is an enlightenment victory possible. It will take true initiate to Manos. I'll need to work with the lantern aspects to want this. Okay, so obviously working, we're going to have to decide what we're going to do with the work. If we're going to continue to try to passion, do we going to get more money? Do we go work with the occult stuff? It's always going to be a balance of resources, especially time. All right, collect all. Moreland Shop. So we still have Moreland Shop here, but we have found The Locksmith's Dream, Portions and Portents, the 2nd volume of Teresa Gallmer's examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans. The front piece has been slashed by a razor. Well, that's just rude. So we have a mystic book. We have the notes to another possible collaborator, and we have an occult scrap. Secret histories layered between what they know, like the notes and rare wine. What? There's a detail from one of these histories. Exploring the scrap of knowledge may uncover a secret location. Now, so what's first? Do we... Oh, hang on. Not sure. If we dream like this, does it speed us up? I don't know. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. I'm going to have to remember that. Now, we're still going to try to explore. Don't have health yet, because we're still fatigued. I mean, it's actually... Well, yeah, we're not going to have that for a while. Still doing exercise, but once this comes out, we can explore. But let's explore. Oh, that requires a study, I think. Yeah. Ooh, we might want to let that go for now. Explore Watchman's Secret. Dread. Explore our dread. Definitely gothic poetry there. Alright then, so we're going to have to temporarily go without our Explorer, as we don't have a card we can actually use with it yet. Okay, so bunches of things just happened. And that bell rings. Paint. I finished a painting to the excitement of absolutely no one but me. Sometimes your studying will give you glimmerings. Study them more to unlock advanced painting options. Alright, so we have glimmering. Now, glimmering is like our exercise scenario, where if we get two of them together, my emotions run higher than usual. There are things I'll never understand, and those things will always be precious, but just now I am closer to them. Glimmering can be used as study to gain passion. It lasts only 3 minutes. I'll need 2 of those to study. Now, dream. Now I am refreshed. Oh, good. We've got health back. Now, and exercise the body. I've grown stronger. I've gained health. It will be difficult to gain more health next time. So we've gone from we have this. Now, a skilled, stronger physique. I have benefited from exercise. Uses with 2 lessons learned to gain more health. Which means this plus the other. This plus the 2 more of the vitality ones will get us our next health. But we're not there yet. So... yeah, just mind me, I'm organizing things. It's always an organization problem here. What I want to do is generate another Glyverin. Now, can passion exhausted? No, it cannot be recovered quicker. All right, we'll recover 60 seconds from now. So next, we're going to have to decide what we're going to do. We may want to try to go for more health, but first thing we do, search the city. Crowded thoroughfares by day, a fog-wrapped labyrinth by night. I will walk the streets seeking secrets until I can walk no more. That's kind of the more basic version, but it only takes 10 seconds to do so. Study. I'm going to study and see if we can find a companion. I have a name, a description, a few tantalizing details, but there are 1,000 faces in the city. That's why it's going to take 30 seconds, as opposed to this one taking 10 seconds. So we're going to be a lot of wandering lately. Dreaming. Dream that. Can we dream of health? What does that do? This so often provide contentment. Often it will do nothing. Occasionally create dread or fascination. I don't think it's actually worth doing. And yes, I've gone as far as I can dream. Now I perform the work. So this dedication should be the next thing we do. We work, but we need the knowledge or power. Ooh, it's not going to work. What about a watchman's secret? Would that work? Hang on. Yeah, this one will be power, but we're still losing. We don't have any lore to back it up yet, so we're not going to get the best results. Don't know if trying to do so without a full set is going to produce anything positive. But what we can do, find work which will spare my body, if not my mind. We can find a job. And, you know, jobs should be hopefully easier to find. Now, as it comes to health, let's see. Sorry, dreaming. Dream Watchman's secret. We can't dream of dedication. Can't dream of money, unfortunately. Can't dream of glimmering. Okay, so let's see what we've got now. I may not be doing this quite right yet. Oop, there goes my contentment. My dread is still there. Work. Okay, reason's back and it's not confused. And Glover and Glover offered me a junior position to start at 8 tomorrow. Sharp. Now, this is the option I have to take a job, and I have to reduce it every 90 seconds or I get fired. So this is kind of... okay, reason, passion still exhausted. Dream of reason. There was a man who said he'd sleep of reason produce monsters. Often it's healthy to let the mind wander in sleep, but if I keep dreaming, sooner or later some sort of monster will rise from my own fears. So, reason is not a good one to put in a dream. But, ooh, so many things we can do with this, but so hard sometimes. So if I've got nothing else to do, let's go with junior work at Glover and Glover. The scratching of pens, the sours of dust, the sighing of younger Glover, the greedy gurgling of the elder. All right, so going to have to do some regular job. Now, diligence can create I must apply extra effort. Perhaps they'll appreciate it. All right, so we're doing overtime at the office. Let's see what we fast forward. Boom. Now, our overlooked place. We fatigued our health. Luckily, we've got one in reserve because I've created it. And we found the Idealist Club. Oh, yay. Strip joint or something better? A cabaret with a cult reputation can only exist once. Now, what do we do with this? Aspect moth. Aspect heart. Continues in reserves, locations, and it is a grail. Hunger and lust. Ooh, probably not working the way that we want to, but we can study the club. And we're going to have to use an entry fee, but luckily we have a job now. Let's see, the interest is lost beneath soft drapes of crimson, cinnabar, and incarnade. Whatever that is. Above the door, the club motto is Ingigi rum inas na titi kasum sai murginat. Has been rendered into night circle we fly, and the fire enjoys us. Well, the wreath announces the master of ceremonies. A dancer undulates on the stage, unfolding her arms. Live moths spill in a stream from her mouth. Well, that's an interesting shtick. All right. Continuing forward. All right. We have Mystique. Now I have an address. I'll dispatch a letter and propose a meeting. Talk is unlocked. Now Mystique is a negative. Uncanniness lingers. Mystique may attract the attention of hunters. They can't use it to build a case against you, but it will encourage them to look harder. We're starting to attract attention. Never a good thing. White moths eddy through the hall. They perch on the brims of wine glasses and sip. The audience applauds. The woman on stage moves as if she has too many limbs. She probably does. Moths crowd my arms, nestling against my shoulder. In a little while, I'll step outside and look at the clear, cold stars. Assume I dreamt the whole thing. The smoke of the clubs are treacherous. All right. So we have a bit of contentment, you know, as you do. And a buzzing to the brain. In Gummery, Nibbery, Nocte, Sum, Snip, Snip, Snip. A second-order influence apparent to the perceptive, instantly recognizable to an adept. It can be used in some rites to summon minions, and some minions will leave it lingering when they are destroyed. Yeah, minions. Not exactly sure what we're supposed to do with that one, but closed for the moment. So, yeah, that was interesting. Not quite sure what we're supposed to do with it quite yet. Contentment's up and running, so at least we got that. So let's wait for our acquaintance to contact us. In the meantime, we have more things to study. Let's study the volume Garland of the Locksmith's Dream. Garland records fewer dreams, explicates more of her own theories. We'll see this again and again. What is below can't escape what is above. Okay, so we're going to study this book. Okay, start that. It's going to take us a full 60 seconds. And we're waiting for our acquaintance to get back to us. Just making things a little more organized. Okay. Your temporary close. This health fatigue needs to go down. Hey, can we dream of... Nope, not it. Old scrap dread. Need to get that work done. Let's just, I suppose, set you out. See if that can be a little faster for sleeping it off, and we'll search the city again because it doesn't cost anything but fatigue. Ooh, we can't. There we go. That'll take us 10 seconds. And probably going to lose the glimmering over here connected to passion because it's so exhausted. All right, continue. All right. This one here, a hireling. I found someone whom I paid to enact regrettable necessities. Add funds to hire a minion for temporary times. Now, the question is, do we want to do this? If I pay someone to do this, then I'm only going to exist for some time, and of course, this is going to take my funds, but I might be able to use them to do exploring on their own. So we'll see how this goes. If we can put the funds in, this will buy their loyalty for now. Okay. I'm going to see what that does, just for the heck of it. I'm not super familiar with the game, but I find it interesting. All right. Wrong kind of attention. Pause. An adversary. Someone is meddling. Uh-oh, we found an investigator. Yeah, these are all the negative ones here, so you guys can chill there, okay? Crying out loud, you can't do a whole stack at once. Right, funds are getting a little lower than I like, but I found... an acquaintance. A reply to your letter is courteous, if cautious. They are intrigued by how you found their name, intrigued enough to meet you. Eldridge. An elegant man of inelegant habits. You might be able to recruit this man as a follower. Okay, he's one of those degenerate. Health. I am refreshed. Good. The health is back. Always use more health. All right, so reason is dimmed, unfortunately, because, you know, the position. Mr. Aiden, the supervisor of records, has called me to his office to recognize my diligence. I watch the note on his neck as he talks and talks and talks, but at the end of it I have a promotion. My new position is more better paid and the desk stands by the street window, but I work directly for Mr. Alden now. Mr. Alden is known to be exacting. Yeah, we got a better job, and we got some money off of it, but we have to do this every 60 seconds or we're going to be fired. Now, in the meantime, I need to work at this. Oh, I don't have any knowledge yet, do I? I've got to study. Hopefully, if studying the book will help. The studies over here. We'll talk here. Eldritch. Together, we might be more. We're going to try to recruit. Found someone I can work with, a companion or a follower. But first, I must give them something to follow. Society, a solidarity, an order, a cult. Yes, we are now building our dread cult of the Watchmen. Apparently, we're super fans of the comic. Anyways, now... the question is, what am I going to work at? If I work at passion, dream with passion, what does that produce? Hey, get in there. Follow this dream. Okay, so we've done that one before. Reason is dimmed. We have passion and going, but I want to produce another glimmering. This will take Uh, 60 seconds, which unfortunately is going to be too long, which means I might lose my job. So these things all have price. Now, doing so, let's see if I can do a Watchman's Secret, or... No, I can't dream of that quite yet. Yeah, this is the price you pay for dealing with the occult. You lose your job. Anyways, dreaming of... May have to just let this one slide by. Let's go. Alright. First, collect all. We have more notoriety. This is what... Certain acts are not quickly forgotten. Notoriety can allow hunters to build a case for you. Yeah, it's getting nastier out there. Alright, so we need to talk this. Tradition and compulsion, old and new together. Add lore to determine your cult's founding principles. I don't know if I have lore yet. Aspect desire, aspect marks of light. Aspect lore. Okay, we can put this in here. So we found ourselves on the Watchman's Principle. Super fans of the comic, I'm guessing. You don't have anybody to talk with, however. Talk with your health? Sometimes the ones that will light up when you have something interesting. Okay, so we're about to lose our job again, and I'm not sure what we can dream of. Chattering at him? Yes. I think we already did that, but you never know quite where you're going with this game sometimes. Restlessness. What am I restless for? Ooh, I've gotten more notoriety. Ooh, this is bad. I should stop talking about things. But, got here. We have a Watchman's Secret, an occult society dedicated to understanding the light that leaks from a fiercer place. Good, that's a doctrine. Okay. No. You. Ooh, Watchman's Secret. Establish the Mirror of Glory, an occult society dedicated to understanding the light that leaks from a fiercer place. Good. We'll go with that. Read this volume in the Locksmith's Dream. Alright. Our study has produced erudition. Erudian? I soak up knowledge as shadows soak up light. I may be close to advancement. Erudition can be used with study to gain reason. It lasts only 3 minutes. Again. And Locksmith's Secret. Hey, is this lore? Might be able to do the work next time. Oop, we still have a study option here, so let's just toss the whoa, what? With 2 lore requirements have the same... Ah, I've got to have another scrap somehow. So what do I need to study now? Skill, study. Sometimes it just isn't enough here. Got the restlessness, but what do I do with it? I would to dream of Locksmith's Secret. No, but I can speak of it. No, we're not talking publicly about it. Take. But I can study. Can I do this? No. I need 2 lore fragments of the same level and aspect. Got this one. Where's the other one? I've got another lore, but is it one in here? Yeah, Watchman's Secret. We'll try to put these 2 together shortly. Alright. Red's gone, at least. Hireling. Collect all. I have Hulking Fellow. Well, this would be useful. Secrets. Alright then, let's study a Hulking Fellow. Use him to get the job done. Useful for expeditions, can help with hunters and annoyances. If somebody does show up, I'm going to sick this guy on him. But can't send you out to explore. Can't send you out either. Restlessness. What's this do? No, that's not going to help, unfortunately. Dream of Restless Dreams? No. The Silent 2 references. It's always so much more that needs doing, isn't it? You notice how this can quickly get out of control if you're not careful. Yeah, it must perform the work. So yes, and we need to explore... Let's say it's explore. Study health. Huh. Might be useful getting rid of some negative material, but for the meantime, let's just walk the streets again and see what we can find. Going to have to leave dreaming off for now. Uh-oh. Bleak thoughts, dark days. Might have to use that exercise one soon. What is this? A hireling? Don't think I need another one, guys, but thanks. Now, study. Begins to add up, unfortunately. Difficulty at work. By absence of resources notice, I've been demoted. Need to argue persuasively to fit my job back. I'm not sure I want it back. Alright, but first thing we're doing, going to put glimmering and where's the other one? Didn't get a glimmering from that. Gotta be one right. Did I lose it without realizing it? Sometimes it's hard to remember. Ah, there we go. Feed my imagination. Yes, we need more passion. Everybody needs more passion in their life. But for work, I can't use health. Use reason. Erudition doesn't work, but we can finally get this done. We have, I think, lantern. Ooh, find out if I got something with a lantern in it. This adversary. Well, we know what to do with him. A weary detective. The gentleman would be much rather left alone with his pipe and illustrated London news, but no, apparently some conjurer of abominations has to be hunted down like a mad dog, and apparently nobody else can find the time. Alright, so, the hulking fellow. How do I deal with you? I'd like to deal with you. Can't put the hulking fellow on top of him. Ooh. Terrible clarity. Oh god, we're going crazier. Alright, I'm going to have to figure out how to knock this guy down. I need to do some work. Well, can't do that because we still already have the job. And if we want to get the job back, we need to have persuasion, which we don't have. Passion might do this. Yeah, passion will do it. We can passionately argue for our job back shortly. But... okay. Always more to be done. Also the funds. I gotta keep track on them. Not sure I want to go someplace I have to spend money at either. Plus the restlessness. Huh. Not sure where we're going to go with this. I don't want to talk with him because hopefully I can get him to be disposed of by the hulking fellow. Alright, so we're going to have to see what we can do here. Time is our enemy, but right now, unfortunately, I still need it. And we're still doing the whole chanting thing over here at the Occult Society. Guess it's just like what you do. Alright, so let's see. Oh, yeah, I could speed up you at least. And work. Let's see what we got. Oh, the dread went bye-bye, I think. Oh, good lord, this is still going on. Oh, reason. I'm not entirely sure I want to give up my one reason here, but we get our health back quicker. We might be able to do some manual work. Ooh, unskilled labor, arms of bronze, to work then. Yes, apparently we're getting serious buff. Okie doke, and I'm not capable of dreaming of much. So the work is work, unfortunately, man. It's getting to me. But yeah, we are continuing to look for more material. Passion's going to be up soon. We might be able to get reason online to get erudition. When this comes up, I definitely have to put reason in. Curious what happens if you do Ah, that's not a good idea. Oh, heck with it. Let's do it anyways. Good ideas. No, are really, really far and few between this sort of mindset. Uh-oh, more possible opponents. Still got too much notoriety. Alright, so our passions were covered. But we have fed my imagination. We have skill, a vivid imagination. My daydreams sometimes outpace my dreams. Use this work to paint or to study, or with 2 lessons learned to gain more passion. Okay, so can we study? Oops. Yes, we can, but we need 2 lessons learned. 2 passion. What can we do with passion? Oop. Nope. Didn't find anything. Apparently I got mugged too. Sigh. See if I can get him. Yes. There we go. Send minion to murder a hunter. Go kill a detective. Yeah, I'm definitely playing the bad guys here. Need to get more reason too, but don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. We're going to give it a shot. This one's going to continue to cycle until I get reason. Now, what can we study? But I need 2. No, I need yeah. Need to get my erudition up. Never thought I'd actually say that, but funds are running lower. Yeah, you see where it starts becoming a little stressful after a while because you've got a heck of a lot of material to do. Let's see. If I first want to see if I can kill this guy. All right. So, health fatigued again. Vitality. Got a new one of that. We got skill, strength. We've got more funds. I say we managed to do some decent exercise at least, and I seriously going to have to do some rest because I fatigued both of my health. Sigh. Put you there, dude. Okay, what are we studying now? Second vitality, which means I definitely need to get my health up faster, but it'll be up in 12 seconds. So, keep going. Alright. Whoa, what's going on over there? Oi. Exotic cravings. What hunger drives us? Obsessions. Do we have an obsession? It's fit. Nope. An obsession? Nope. Ooh, I can explore the occult. Crap, there are places in the city where I can find extraordinary things if I can sift through the clues. Ah, didn't even know I could do that. Let's 60 seconds down the road. Let's see. Thoughts. Eat despair, feeding and contentment. Otherwise it'll destroy you when you reach 3 dread. Great. Need to find more contentment. Let's study some passion, shall we? Read sentimental literature. Great. And you. Start. Okay. Secret. Yearning. Do I have any yearnings I want to throw in here? Let's see. Melody, not skill. Guess we're just going to have to go for more glimmering. Okay, go. Ah, health is back, which is good. We're going to need to create another one by studying exercise, dreaming. That one in. So many options. Okay. Stuff is happening. I dream of the rain. I dream of hills whispering in the eaves, tapping in the windows like old friends, hissing in chimneys, difficult. It's just the right kind of rain. Ah, I see what happens is I created a positive card, a contentment card to knock out despair, which is a good thing, actually. All right, so we'll put... my minion is not returned. It must have failed. Dude! Oh, man, look at this notoriety. Getting nasty out there. Getting a bad reputation. I'm going to dream of the broken health here. And let's see. I don't think I should talk to him if we're trying to kill him. It would probably go poorly. Keep going. Oops. Well, I'm not getting erudition back. Let's start from the beginning. All right. 3 healths now. And I can go back to dreaming. Now, I can dream of Strength? Now the problem is I need the vitality in order to get that back. Study vitality. Let's go with this. Oh, I can't do it. Well, too bad. Alright, so Eldritch, you're kind of useless there. Need more reason. Oh man, this is just... Yeah, my sickness. I'm now sick. Great. Oh, life. Passion's exhausted. I have contentment. Will hopefully hold back the despair. Good. The contentment's good. And I've discovered the congregation of Saint... Oops. Ooh. Expedition. Congregation of Saint Felix of Sarun, a nonconformist enclave of heterosexual Calvinist offshoot, tucked away with an odd corner of the city. They belt out hymns at unsuitable gusto and throat-scraping languages not much quite like Latin. Alright, so it's a vault, something precious is there, it's in the capital, and it's a location. So, if I want to explore it, I need a leader. God, he's not a follower yet. Ugh. Here, however, my passion has given me a glimmering of hope, so to speak. So, let's study passion again. Try to get more of that. Here under dreams, let's dream of reason again. Might get something interesting. And as for work, guess we're going back to unskilled labor, because that's about all we got. But as you can see, this is a pretty interesting game when it comes to resource management and clues and just the exploration. And I'm probably going to cut it off here because I know it's just starting to get interesting. And if you're actually interested in seeing me go further, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to leave a link to the game if you want to try it yourself down in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country and the Let's Try Cultist Simulator. See you next episode.